Hey, Mr. G, and I got another video that's going to help you memorize the notes on your guitar fretboard. This video is basically going to show you that if you memorize the notes and strings 5 through 6, you can easily figure out and memorize the notes and strings 1 through 4. And it's good to remember, when you're memorizing the notes on the fretboard, memorize your open strings and memorize the notes on the frets 1 through 11. Because once you memorize your open strings, the frets 1 through 11, you can then easily tackle the frets 12 on up. And the reason is, whatever your open string is, that's going to be the same note that's on the 12th fret of that string. Okay, so if I play an open E here on the 6th string, the same note is going to be up here on the 12th fret of the 6th string. That's an E. And then again, that first fret there, that F on the 6th string, that'll be the same as the 13th fret on the 6th string here. And then those other notes that follow from the first fret to the 11th fret, I would just do from the 13th fret on up. It's the same pattern used, okay? But if you do memorize your 5th and 6th string notes, you can follow the shape to figure out where the notes are on the strings 1 through 4. Now let me explain to you. On the 6th string, let's say I learn my notes on the 6th string, and I come up here to the 6th string, 5th fret, and I play this A. I also know that that note is going to be on the 7th fret, 4th string, and on the 1st string, 5th fret. So I have those same notes. So I can figure out on the fretboard where on the 4th string and on the 1st string what notes they are if I know what the note is on the 6th string. Now check this out. I'm going to come here to the 6th string, 3rd fret, 6th string, and play that G. I also know that on the 4th string, 5th fret, that's a G. And then I know that on the 1st string, 3rd fret, that's a G. So I can memorize the notes on the 4th string and the 1st string by using that pattern. If I come up here to the 6th string, 8th fret, I know that's a C. And if I play that note on the 10th fret of the 4th string, that's a C. And then if I play that note on the 8th fret of the 1st string, that's a C. So I can basically learn my notes on the 1st and 4th string if I memorize what they are here on the 6th string. So I also know that if I memorize the notes on my 5th string, I can figure out what the notes are on my 2nd and 3rd string by just knowing my notes on the 5th string. For example, the pattern looks like this. If I know that my note on the 5th string, 5th fret here is a D, I also know that if I basically kind of go up here 2 frets to the 3rd string, I know that's a D. See that? Then if I go to the 3rd fret of the 2nd string, that would be the same note as the 5th fret of the 5th string. So the pattern kind of looks like this. Is kind of stretching my fingers a bit, but it's really like this. You see that? The first pattern I use on the 6th string to figure out what your notes are on the 4th and 1st string is kind of like this. And the pattern I'm using for the 5th string to figure out what your notes are on the 2nd and 3rd string is kind of like this. So it's basically, I can use that shape or pattern up and down the fretboard. If I come here to the 10th fret of the 5th string and play that G, I know that if I go up 2 frets on the 3rd string, that's the same note. And I also know that if I go down 2 frets on the 2nd string, that's the same note. So again, use those 2 patterns that I showed you to try to figure out and memorize what the notes are on your fretboard. Those two patterns are great. And again, work on your open strings and your frets 1 through 11, and then you can get those down and then move to the frets 12 on up. So follow those two patterns. I hope they help, and keep on jamming.